he talks all the time about how you see the armbar shown like this. And the problem with it is that he can just stack them. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, it just kills him because his shoulders can move forwards. So when his arms are on here, the first thing is this idea of that I'm here and I extend my hips as much as I need to. Because now, once I come to like this position, if he tries to stack me to stop the armbar, it's much, much harder for him. And the more I can extend these away, the better. Right? Now, what starts to happen on the armbar, if you look at it, is it's all the same idea. And the only real major difference between what we're doing, between this position, right, and the armbar, is that my hip replaces my knee. That's it. So, you know, he's leaning forward, he's put for the drill, he's just put your hands off your arms out for me. Yeah, for the drill, he's just doing this. Right, he's just doing this. And what we want the idea of is this. Yeah, and you can, I mean, people say cross the feet, don't cross the feet, I've never had it doing it. I don't think it makes a huge difference. The key thing is that I'm blocking here, I'm blocking this shoulder, and I'm kind of blocking this. Right? So he can't, because he can't retract his shoulder, he can't really hit me with that arm. This is maybe a little bit of a concern, but not much because I'm pulling forward. And then all I'm doing really to finish on this is my hips have dropped because he's dropped, right? But put pressure on him. So look. And I switch, and my hip is now really stopping that shoulder, that rear shoulder going forward. So he's trying to put that rear shoulder, that's my hip. It's on my hip. Here, it's replaced that. So instead of it being my knee in the middle, it's this. But you see how the same pin is going on the shoulders. Everyone see the pin? His shoulders are here. And they're kind of lined up over there. And that, you know, there's the armbar. So this idea that we're talking about in the clinch of sternum, one shoulder to the sternum blocks his shoulder's ability to really turn, and the other one prevents retraction. So it's one knee is on the sternum, blocking one of the shoulders. And you can get into a thing of, do I put the knee on the sternum plate, do I put it on the shoulder? I would say it's a little bit fluid in that. You know, if I go too much on the sternum, you can maybe turn the shoulder and collapse it. But sometimes if I go too much on the shoulder, you can bring the elbow inside. You've got to play that as a pole. But the basic point is, one knee stops one shoulder rotating forwards, and by doing that, it also blocks the other one, right? So like here, for example, this is like, once I get to here, that blocks that moving forward as well. Just stay there for a second. That is stopping this movement. This is stopping that movement. And that's the one for the right. That is too far to do anything. So that's the real idea of it, is I'm stopping that lead shoulder movement. It's like you're stopping him jabbing by putting clamps around there. You're stopping him hitting. And then from there everything, he can't hit me anymore. Now I have a world of options compared to what I had before. And that's a vastly superior position to like the knee shield, where it's just like, this is really a kind of sporting idea. And where I really want to be all the time is here. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be in the knee shield. I can be hit, that knee shoulder's free to move. All the knee shield does is stops his rear shoulder coming forward. So I've talked a lot there, but I think this is huge, because when you start playing in a closed guard, like close, really get close. Yeah, we were like here earlier when we were rolling. I had the whizzer when we were playing, and all I was working on doing is, okay, I know I've got Pete's, if I can keep this elbow up, I know I've got Pete's rear shoulder pretty well clamped, and I'm massively increasing the distance. I saw somebody showing this the other day, and it's like, there is no distance between Pete getting his, it doesn't matter where I grab the cloth, I can grab the cloth here. But if Pete starts turning his thumb down, stands down, bend it down towards your hip, like yeah, and just slide your elbow. You can easily unravel this. It doesn't matter whether I hold the lapel, right? It's kind of comical. I was watching somebody show it, and it's just ridiculous to show this, because this is so near. It doesn't matter how much I grip. I don't want it to go hard grip, I go hard behind his shoulder. Now his elbow has a long way to clear. And like, even if he does this, I've got such a lot of time that I can start pulling his arm across. He's having to really do a lot of work to get his arm out. So if I'm feeling desperate to take it out, well, then I'll feel it, right? And now I get his back. But this is clamping the back of the shoulder. And now what I'm trying to do, if he's keeping this shoulder in front, this is a ball ache for me. Because I can't block that shoulder. And what I really want then is to find ways of blocking the center line. So I might end up switching and trying to get my elbow in here. Why? Because I want something turning him away from trying to hit me. Yeah, if I can get here, this replaces it. So I can replace it with different things. I can hide my head behind his head. So now we go 2 behind. I'm trying to get behind him so that he can't hit. But I dominate the center line if nothing else. And really what I want is to be able to hit that knee, and we're back to there again. So it's all through it, yeah? So let's go again. You can play with the ranges, get a different body, play around with the ranges on this, and just keep working to that position. Person on top, get near, and keep touching their head. Be realistic about, if they can touch their head, don't start passing the arm across if your knee's done no work.